What's up, everybody? Browncoat67 here, coming at you today with something that you already have in Minecraft Bedrock and you're probably not using. Alright, when you're starting off your game and you're doing your settings, you'll see this thing down here that you probably don't pay too much attention to that's called Education Edition. For those of you that have used it, you might know what I'm about to go over. For everybody else, let's visit the laboratory. Alright, I built this just for you guys. I found a ruin here. Obviously, this is a ruin portal, which we are using to power our laboratory, as well as, lightning rods. Because who doesn't like lightning rods? If you're going to do sciencey stuff at a laboratory, you need lightning rods. Alright, so we're going to go in, and we're going to sanitize first. Might as well just do it twice here for good measure. And then we're going to take the lift up. Now, that is anti-grav technology. Please do not try that at home. Alright, so what we have here is the laboratory. Is that a bat in my lab? That is so unsanitary. It's alright. We have the perfect thing for this in science equipment. It's called the Bat Eliminator 9000. And it just... Come here, bat! And it tainted my water supply. Well, that's just disgusting. Hope you don't mind a little guano in your next potion.
Guano. Noun. The excrement of seabirds and bats, used as fertilizer. AKA bat poop.
Alright, so looking around, you'd be like, hey, I know those blocks, but I'm not quite sure what the rest of those blocks are. That's okay. So first, let's start off here. This is the element constructor. Now, this allows you to build elements by creating, literally, the atom. So, for example, right now, I'm going to build some hydrogen, which, if you took any kind of chemistry or, science class that involves any kind of use of the periodic table, you will know that the element that has one proton, one electron, and one neutron, which is the first one on the periodic table, is hydrogen. We're also going to want to get some oxygen, for example. So I'm going to do 8 instead of 1 because oxygen has 8 protons, 8 electrons, and 8 neutrons. Now you'll notice I am sticking with even numbers across the board here. This version does also include isotopes. So you can get into some really advanced stuff here. Chemistry-wise, this is not just for kids, everybody. Alright, so now I've got some hydrogen and some oxygen. And I can come over here. This looks like a compost bin, but it's not. Alright, this is a compound creator. Alright, so what we have here is our compound creator, where we're actually going to take our elements that we just created, and we're going to form molecules. So I just put in 2 hydrogen atoms and an oxygen atom, which, as you know, when combined creates a water molecule. Now if I also take an oxygen and put it in with a sodium and a chlorine atom, these atoms combine to make sodium hypochlorite. Some of you that are familiar with cleaners recognize that name, and you're probably guessing what I'm going to be doing here in just a second. So this is the lab table where we can combine substances and just kind of see the results. Are you actually going to make some kind of chemical compound, or are you going to make utter disgusting garbage? Let's hope a little bit of both. For example, what happens if I take a bunch of hydrogen and some water and a little bit of this, and I combine it all together? It literally exploded and created garbage. But if I take 3 water and 3 of the sodium hypochlorite, and I combine them, I get bleach. I literally just made bleach. Bleach can be used, for example, to turn any dyed wool, banner, bed into white. You remove the color. And then this thing over here is actually the material reducer where I can put things in and it's going to break it down into the smaller components. This is literally how we just made the bleach. I just got all those pieces back. What happens if I put garbage in here? Please give me my stuff back. Alright, I'm stuck with garbage. But for example, if I put water in, it'd be like, hey bro, it's just hydrogen and oxygen. Thank you, water. If I put in that sodium hypochlorite, you'd realize it's sodium, chlorine, and oxygen. The same things that we put in to create it. Alright, so I went with a couple random blocks here. Let's take these and put them in here and see what they make. For example, I'm going to put in a block of dirt. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff. So we got 21 silicone. We got, what is that, 3 calcium? Or maybe 8? 8 calcium, 3 phosphorus. You got nitrogen, iron, oxygen, copper, zinc, and magnesium. That's a lot of elements. But you know what? That is probably the most common chemical composition that you will find in the average dirt. Because everything around us is built by these building blocks. Now let's see what glowstone is made of. Glowstone is actually a fictional block, so I'm really curious. So we got argon, boron, krypton, neon. So these specific gases here are actually commonly used for neon lighting and things that glow. So that's actually really funny. Now this is some kind of rare mythological mystery element from Minecraft that allows, you know, mystical properties and things. Because you can't explain some of the Minecraft stuff with science. So this is basically magic if it was an element. Alright, so we're going to head over to a crafting table, and I'm going to show you some other things that we can do now with the crafting table from the Minecraft Education Edition that you already have in your Minecraft Bedrock. Starting off, I'm going to put a TNT on the crafting table, and then sodium. This makes an underwater TNT. This literally detonates and blows up blocks underwater. If you watch a little bit further, I will demonstrate for you. Alright, so now I'm going to grab latex, and I'm going to put them down on the sides like this. So there's going to be 6 total. I'm going to take some dye, put it right up here on the top. I'm going to put some helium in here as well. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put a lead here on the bottom. And this is a red balloon, which again, if you want to keep on watching this video, I will demonstrate how awesome these items actually are. Alright, so we're going to do another one here. I'm going to start off, and very similarly, I'm going to take polyethylene, and I'm going to run those down the side. I'm going to grab some luminol, put that here in the bottom. I'm going to grab one of these dyes, put that in the middle. And I'm going to top it off with a little hydrogen peroxide. And this gets us a red glow stick. These items are really cool. So I'm going to shake it here. And now it actually glows. So if I were to go, time setting, I can spell. Alright, I'm going to turn on the lift here. I'm going to go down. Alright, so I've got this awesome glow stick that is super awesome and glows. Alright, so this is the underwater TNT as promised. I'm going to take this down here. And I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to take the flint and steel. I told you so. Now, all of you that use regular TNT underwater, you'll know that it'll flash and it'll blow up, but it doesn't actually break any blocks. This is actually perfect for underwater mining, especially since in 1.18, visible diamonds exposed to the air were reduced by 70%. That does not count underwater, so mining underwater for diamonds is actually really awesome, although mining with TNT, probably not awesome. But, you know, you could try it and let me know how that works for you. Alright, so balloons actually can be attached to mobs and make them fly away, which is actually really, really cool. That's the helium for you. Alright, don't run away just yet. We're back in the lab where I'm going to show you even more that you could get from Minecraft Education Edition. As you probably spotted, I have some brewing stands set up with some infinite water supplies. You know, if you remember the bat in the... Oh, yeah, the guano. I'm going to use this one. So what you can do here is, let's say I'm going to put in an awkward potion. Put in some blaze powder, put in some calcium. And what do we got going on? There's things going. Chemical reactions combusting. Alright, this is an eye drop, actually, which can be used to cure blindness. I'm not joking. So, effect, epi, blindness. And then let's go 30, 30. Alright, so I'm fairly blind and I will be for 30 seconds, unless... Oh. Snap, crackle, and pop. It cured my blindness. So brewing stands are actually really cool because they can brew things that you drink or that you don't drink, because you don't want to drink eye drops. Trust me. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Nah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see any other videos that might have fun things to do in Minecraft Bedrock without mods, check these out. These are pretty cool. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell notification so that you always get an update when I post new videos. It's BrownCode67 and I'll catch you next time. Did you cut? No, you gotta push the... No, the red